Today, we're diving deep into the world of ultra-rare Lincoln cents, some of which are worth millions of dollars. These little treasures aren't just a part of American history, they're some of the most valuable coins ever to be minted. From incredible rarities to fascinating stories behind each coin, get ready to discover the top 45 most valuable Lincoln pennies and what makes them so special. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future coin hunts or valuable finds. Now, let's jump in. First, a little background on the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, a design that remained in use for over 50 years. As we explore these ultra-rare Lincoln pennies, we'll be focusing on unique errors, low mintage years, and coins with distinct characteristics that set them apart from the average penny. Let's get started with the top 45 most valuable Lincoln cents worth millions. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1970 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin might look like any other penny in your pocket, but it has a story, a history, and a value that's turning heads in the collector community. Stick around as we uncover why this small coin is worth more than you think and why its current market value sits at $100. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1970 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small D mint mark right below the year on the coin. This coin is part of the iconic Lincoln penny series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln penny remains one of the most recognizable and widely circulated coins in the United States. So, what makes the 1970 D penny special? To understand its value, we need to look at a few key factors: history, condition, and rarity. Let's break it down. The year 1970 was an important one for U.S. coinage. The mint was experimenting with new technologies and processes to improve coin production. While billions of pennies were struck that year, variations and errors were not uncommon. The 1970 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, known for its high production volume and occasional quality control issues, which leads us to our next factor. Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. The 1970 D penny's value depends heavily on its condition, which is assessed using the Sheldon scale. Coins in circulated condition are typically worth face value or slightly more. However, if your 1970 D penny is in uncirculated condition or has been graded by a professional service, its value can increase significantly. For example, a coin graded MS-65 or higher can fetch $50 to $100 on the market. Why? Because coins in pristine condition are harder to find, especially from decades ago. Scratches, wear, and discoloration all reduce a coin's value, so if you have a 1970 D penny that looks brand new, you might be sitting on a small treasure. 3. Rarity and errors. Another reason why the 1970 D penny is sought after is due to its errors and varieties. One of the most famous errors associated with this coin is the 1970 D doubled die penny. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, creating a doubled image on the coin's surface. Look closely at the lettering, the date, or Lincoln's profile. If you see doubling, you could have a coin worth much more than $100. Additionally, some 1970 D pennies were struck on planchets intended for foreign coins or made from improper metals. These rare anomalies can drive the value of a penny into the hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Current market value. Now let's talk numbers. While a regular 1970 D penny in circulated condition might not seem special, those in mint state or with unique errors are fetching impressive prices. Currently, the market value for a well-preserved 1970 D penny is around $100, depending on its condition and demand. Recent auctions have seen collectors pay top dollar for high-grade examples. And if you've got a rare error coin, you could be looking at an even bigger payday. How to identify and preserve your 1970 D penny. So, how do you know if your 1970 D penny is valuable? Here are a few tips. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for errors like doubling or unusual features. Check the condition. Look for minimal wear, sharp details, and a shiny surface. Store it properly. To preserve your coin's value, keep it in a protective holder and avoid handling it with bare hands. Get it graded. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition or has a rare error, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Why collectors love the 1970D penny. The 1970D Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a piece of history. Collectors love it for its unique story, its potential for rare errors, and its role in the broader narrative of U.S. coinage. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collection, this penny is a must-have for anyone looking to explore the world of valuable coins. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know about the 1970D Lincoln penny. Who knew a simple penny could be worth $100 or more? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures. And hey, check your change, you might just find a fortune hiding in plain sight. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters, to another exciting episode of Rare Coin Discoveries, where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the story, history, and value of the 1980D Lincoln 1-cent penny from the USA. This coin might look like just another penny, but stick around because it has an incredible history, unique features, and can fetch up to $200 in today's market. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. It's been in circulation ever since and remains one of the most iconic coins in American history. The 1980D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, and the D Mint mark is a clear identifier of its origin. In 1980, the U.S. Mint produced a staggering number of pennies, but not all of them were created equal. This specific year and mint have captured the interest of collectors due to a combination of factors, including production quality, historical significance, and its condition in today's market. Now, let's talk about the design. The 1980D Lincoln penny features Abraham Lincoln's right-facing profile on the obverse, with the word Liberty to his left and the year 1980 to his right. Below the date, you'll find the small D Mint mark indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, you'll see the image of the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can spot a tiny representation of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. Above the image, the words United States of America curve along the edge, and just below that, the motto E Pluribus Unum. At the bottom, the denomination 1 cent is prominently displayed. What makes the 1980D Lincoln penny stand out? First, its composition. By 1980, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was just a couple of years before the U.S. Mint transitioned to a predominantly zinc composition with a thin copper plating in 1982. The high copper content gives these pennies a slight edge in intrinsic value, especially with rising metal prices. Second, some 1980D pennies were struck with minor errors or die varieties, which can significantly increase their value. Errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubled dies are highly sought after by collectors. If you've got one of these error coins, your penny could be worth far more than $200. Let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value of the 1980D Lincoln penny. In circulated condition, most 1980D pennies are only worth face value, just 1 cent. However, if you have a penny in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value skyrockets. Grading is key here. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin. A 1980D penny in mint state, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch around $200 or even more at auction. Coins with unique errors or exceptional luster are in even higher demand. Keep in mind that the value can also fluctuate based on market trends, demand among collectors, and auction results. It's always a good idea to have your coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC to maximize its value. How to find and identify this coin? So, how can you find one of these valuable pennies? Start by checking your loose change or piggy banks. You'd be surprised how often rare coins show up in everyday circulation. Look for the 1980 date and the D mint mark just below it on the obverse side. Once you've identified a potential candidate, examine it closely under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look for any unique features, errors, or pristine conditions that could boost its value. If you're not sure about its grade, consult with a coin expert or visit a local coin shop for a professional opinion. If you're a collector or thinking about selling your 1980 D penny, here are a few tips. Storage. Keep your coin in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent scratches and tarnish. Never clean a coin, as this can reduce its value. Research. Study recent auction prices to get an idea of what your coin might be worth. Online platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great resources. Authentication. Get your coin graded and authenticated by a reputable service. This adds credibility and can increase its value to potential buyers. Networking. Join coin collecting forums or attend coin shows to connect with other enthusiasts and learn more about the hobby. And there you have it, folks. The 1980 D Lincoln 1-cent penny may be small in size, but it's big in history and value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this coin is a fascinating piece to add to your collection. Who knows, you might have one sitting in your pocket right now worth $200 or more. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin tips and treasure hunting adventures. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare penny, and share your stories. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your change always bring you riches. Hello, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change, the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little coin packs a big punch when it comes to history and value, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why collectors are going crazy over it. So stick around because this penny could be worth up to $300 in today's market. Let's rewind to 1982, a pivotal year in the history of the Lincoln penny. The penny has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1909, when it was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that stayed in circulation until 2008. But what makes 1982 so special? This was the year the U.S. Mint made a major change to the composition of the penny. Prior to 1982, pennies were primarily made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to rising copper prices, the cost of producing a penny began to exceed its face value. To address this, the Mint decided to switch to a copper-plated zinc composition, reducing the amount of copper significantly. Here's where it gets interesting. During the transition, the Mint struck pennies in both compositions, copper and zinc, leading to several varieties of the 1982 Lincoln penny. These include differences in weight, design details, and even mint marks, making 1982 a goldmine for collectors and enthusiasts. There are 7 main varieties of the 1982 Lincoln penny: small date copper, large date copper, small date zinc, large date zinc, small date copper with the D, mint mark, large date copper with the D, mint mark, zinc pennies with the D, mint mark. The key to identifying these varieties lies in the date design. The small date and large date varieties differ in the size and shape of the numbers in the year. Additionally, the weight of the coin can reveal its composition. Copper pennies weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. A precise scale can help you determine the type of penny you have. To check your 1982 penny, grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and look closely at the date. Compare it to images of the small date and large date varieties online. Then, weigh the coin to see if it's copper or zinc. Trust me, it's like playing detective with your pocket change. Now, let's talk about why these pennies can be worth so much. While most 1982 pennies are common and only worth their face value, a few rare varieties can fetch big bucks. The most sought-after variety is the 1982 small date copper penny from the Denver Mint. Only a handful of these have been discovered, making them incredibly valuable. In fact, a well-preserved specimen can sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. Another valuable variety is the 1982 large date copper penny in pristine condition. High-grade examples of this coin have been known to sell for $50 to $300, depending on their condition and whether they've been certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC.AS of today. The market value for a 1982 Lincoln penny varies widely based on its variety and condition. Here's a quick breakdown. Common zinc varieties in circulated condition, 1 cent, face value. Copper varieties in circulated condition, 2 to 3 cents. High-grade large date copper pennies, $50 to $300. Rare small date copper pennies, $300 or more. If you have a 1982 penny in exceptional condition, consider getting it graded. A professional grading service can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which can significantly boost its value in the collector's market. So, how can you find one of these valuable 1982 pennies? Here are some tips. Search through your old piggy banks, jars, and rolls of pennies. Visit local coin shops or attend coin shows to look for 1982 pennies. Check online marketplaces like eBay, but be cautious of counterfeits. Remember, patience is key. It's like treasure hunting. You never know what you'll find. And there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is a testament to how a little curiosity can turn a humble penny into a valuable treasure. Who knows? The next time you check your change, you might just strike gold, or, in this case, copper. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin stories and treasure hunting tips. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hello, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters! Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the fascinating stories behind rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that could be sitting in your pocket change right now, worth an astounding $400 on the current market. Grab your magnifying glass, and let's explore why this coin is so special, its history, and how you can identify it. The history of the 1983 Lincoln penny first. Let's rewind to 1983. The U.S. Mint had recently transitioned from producing copper pennies to using a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. This change started in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. By 1983, the new penny composition was in full swing, with pennies weighing about 2.5 grams compared to the 3.11 grams of their copper predecessors. The D Mint mark on this coin indicates that it was minted in Denver. In 1983, the Denver Mint produced billions of pennies. So, how did a common penny from this year become worth $400? Let's dig deeper. What makes the 1983 penny special? The 1983 Lincoln penny's value skyrockets due to several factors. Era coins. Some 1983 pennies were struck on copper planchets instead of the intended zinc planchets. These rare era coins weigh 3.11 grams and are highly sought after by collectors. If you find one of these, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. High-grade coins. Even if your 1983 penny isn't an era coin, its condition can still make it valuable. Coins graded MS65 or higher, meaning they are in nearly perfect mint condition, are incredibly desirable. Such pennies can fetch up to $400 or more at auctions. Double die errors. Another rarity among 1983 pennies is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, causing noticeable doubling on the lettering or Lincoln's profile. These errors are worth significantly more than regular pennies. How to identify a valuable 1983 penny? Now that you know what makes this coin so valuable, here's how you can identify one. Check the mint mark. Look for the D under the year 1983 on the coin. Weigh your coin. Use a precise scale to weigh your penny. If it weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you may have a rare copper era coin. Inspect for errors. use a magnifying glass or microscope to examine your penny for doubling on the letters or numbers. Pay close attention to Liberty, in God We Trust, and the date. Grade the condition. High-grade coins with minimal wear and a shiny appearance are the most valuable. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. The current market value in today's market, a high-grade 1983 Lincoln penny without errors can sell for up to $400. Error coins, such as those struck on copper planchets or with doubling, can fetch thousands of dollars. The exact value depends on the coin's rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. Recently, a 1983 penny in pristine condition sold at auction for $400, highlighting its popularity and value. If you're lucky enough to find one of the rare error versions, you might be looking at a life-changing discovery. Tips for finding rare pennies: search your change. Always check your pocket change and coin jars. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Visit coin shows. Coin shows and conventions are excellent places to learn more about rare coins and even find a 1983 penny for sale. Join online communities. Connect with fellow collectors on forums and social media groups. They can provide insights, share discoveries, and even help you evaluate your coins. Invest in tools. A good magnifying glass, scale, and coin reference guide are essential for any coin hunter. The 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny is proof that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Whether it's a rare error coin or a high-grade specimen, this penny's value and history make it a must-have for collectors. So, start searching your coins and see if you have one of these hidden gems worth $400 or more. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. Have you found a rare 1983 penny or another valuable coin? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel, the place where we uncover the secrets behind some of the most valuable coins in the world. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Believe it or not, this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a whopping $400 in today's market. That's right, a single cent turning into hundreds of dollars. So, if you're ready to learn about its history, what makes it so special, and how you can find one, stick around. The history of the Lincoln cent. Let's start with a little bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became an instant hit with the public. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait rather than the allegorical Liberty. Over the decades, the design has undergone a few changes, but Lincoln's iconic profile has remained front and center. Fast forward to 1983, and the U.S. Mint was producing millions of pennies. However, something unique happened that year, and that brings us to why the 1983 Lincoln cent is so special. Why is the 1983 Lincoln cent special? What sets the 1983 Lincoln cent apart? To answer that, we need to talk about its composition. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from producing pennies made of 95% copper to ones made primarily of zinc, with just a thin copper coating. This was due to rising copper prices. By 1983, all pennies were supposed to follow this new zinc standard. But here's the twist: some 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. This error resulted in a rare variety of the 1983 penny, which is highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to find one of these copper 1983 pennies, you could be looking at a small fortune. How to identify a valuable 1983 penny? Now, the big question: how can you tell if your 1983 penny is one of these valuable rarities? Here's a quick checklist. Check the weight: a copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. The easiest way to determine this is by using a precision scale. If your 1983 penny weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations! You may have struck gold, or rather copper. Look for doubling. Another factor that can increase the value of your 1983 penny is if it has a double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, creating a slightly doubled appearance, especially noticeable on the lettering and date. Mint mark. Most 1983 pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint and do not have a mint mark. However, pennies from the Denver Mint will have a small d below the date. Either way, the value of these copper 1983 pennies remains high regardless of the mint. Remember, condition matters too. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth significantly more than those that are heavily worn. The market value of the 1983 penny. So, how much is a 1983 copper penny worth today? Well, it depends on the coin's condition and whether it has any unique errors. For a standard copper 1983 penny, the current market value is around $400. However, coins with additional errors, such as doubling, can fetch even higher prices at auctions. In fact, some rare specimens have sold for thousands of dollars in the past. This just goes to show that even pocket change can hold incredible value. So, don't overlook those pennies lying around. They could be worth a lot more than you think. How to find a 1983 copper penny, host? Now you might be wondering, how can I find one of these valuable 1983 pennies? Here are a few tips. Search through your spare change. Start by going through your coin jars, piggy banks, or any other places where you might have stored loose change. Visit coin shops. Local coin shops often have a variety of old coins. While it's rare to find a 1980 forms often list rare coins. Just be cautious and verify the authenticity of the coin before making a purchase. Attend coin shows. Coin shows are excellent places to meet collectors, dealers, and experts who can help you in your search. Finding a 1983 copper penny might require some patience, but the potential reward makes it well worth the effort. And that's everything you need to know about the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Who knew that a tiny penny could be worth hundreds of dollars? If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips and fascinating stories. And hey, if you've come across a rare coin yourself, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story behind the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent coin. This little penny has not only captured the attention of numismatists worldwide but also skyrocketed in value over the years. Could you have one in your pocket worth a whopping $500? Stay tuned to find out. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909. When it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent marked the first time a real person appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. Fast forward to 1984, and the Lincoln cent was still going strong. That year, the coin featured the same iconic design, Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, a few unique characteristics and errors have made some 1984 pennies extremely valuable. What makes the 1984 penny special? So, what makes the 1984 Lincoln cent so special? First and foremost, it's all about the details. Coins are mass-produced at an incredible rate, and sometimes, small mistakes or anomalies occur during the minting process. These so-called error coins are like hidden treasures for collectors. One of the most famous errors for the 1984 penny is the doubled die obverse, often abbreviated as DDO. This error occurs when the coin's die, the tool used to stamp the design, is misaligned or improperly prepared, resulting in a doubled image. On the 1984 penny, this doubling is most noticeable on Lincoln's ear, which appears to have an extra outline. It's often referred to as the double ear variety. If you've got a 1984 penny with this doubling error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. But even standard 1984 pennies in pristine condition are worth more than face value to the right buyer. So, how much is a 1984 penny worth today? Well, it depends on several factors: its condition, whether it has any errors, and the current demand among collectors. For a regular 1984 penny in circulated condition, you might get a few cents above its face value. However, if your coin is in mint state, meaning it's uncirculated and free of wear, it could fetch anywhere from $10 to $50. And if you've got the rare DDO variety, prices can soar to $500 or more. In fact, a 1984 DDO penny in top condition recently sold at auction for over $500, proving that these little coins can pack a big punch. How to spot a valuable 1984 penny. Now that you know the value, let's talk about how to identify a valuable 1984 penny. First, you'll want to use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for any signs of doubling, especially around Lincoln's ear. Next, pay attention to the overall wear. Coins with fewer scratches, dents, and discoloration are generally worth more. And don't forget to look at the edges and lettering for any other unusual features. Once you've identified a potential treasure, consider getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase your coin's value and appeal to serious collectors. If you're looking to sell your 1984 penny, timing and strategy are key. Research recent sales to understand the market, and consider listing your coin on platforms like eBay or heritage auctions. For collectors, keep an eye out at garage sales, flea markets, and even your spare change jar. You never know where a valuable penny might turn up. And there you have it, the story of the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a small piece of history that could be worth a lot of money. So, check your change, do your research, and who knows? You might just strike gold, or, in this case, copper. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, to another episode of Treasures in Your Pocket. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1987 D Lincoln 1-cent coin. Could this humble penny be worth more than you think? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just want to start digging through your coin jar. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, has been a staple of American currency for over a century. But today, we're focusing on a specific year and mint, the 1987 D Lincoln penny. With a current market value of $600 for certain rare specimens, this coin has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. So, what makes this seemingly ordinary penny so extraordinary? Let's find out. First, let's take a look at the history behind the 1987 D Lincoln cent. This coin was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. Over 4.6 billion of these pennies were struck that year, making it one of the most common coins in circulation. But not all pennies are created equal, and that's where things get interesting. The obverse of the coin features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 by Frank Gasparo. While the design remained consistent, it's the small details and potential errors that make this coin valuable. So, what should you be looking for? Let's start with errors and varieties. One of the key factors that can drive up the value of a coin is a minting error. In the case of the 1987 D penny, collectors are on the hunt for coins with double die errors, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These imperfections occur during the minting process and make the coin unique. A double die error, for instance, can make the lettering or design appear doubled. This is a highly sought-after feature among collectors. Similarly, die cracks, which appear as raised lines on the surface of the coin, can also add significant value. Off-center strikes, where the design isn't perfectly aligned, are another type of error that can increase a coin's worth. But what about coins without errors? Even standard 1987 D pennies can be valuable if they're in exceptional condition. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as mint state, MS, 65 or higher can fetch impressive prices at auctions. Why? Because finding a penny from 1987 in pristine condition is no easy task, given the wear and tear of circulation. Grading is crucial in determining a coin's value. A coin graded MS65 will have a sharp strike, vibrant luster, and minimal marks or imperfections. The higher the grade, the more desirable the coin. Some high-grade 1980 pennies have been known to sell for as much as $600. So, where can you sell a valuable 1980 penny? Online marketplaces like eBay, specialized coin auctions, or local coin shops are great places to start. But before you sell, make sure to have your coin professionally graded to maximize its value. Now you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1980 penny is worth anything? Start by examining it under a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for signs of errors, check the overall condition, and consider having it appraised by a professional. Even if you don't find a $600 penny, it's always exciting to uncover a piece of history in your pocket change. And there you have it. The 1980 Lincoln penny might just be the treasure you didn't know you had. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and fascinating stories. Who knows? Your next big find could be just a penny away. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Welcome back to our channel, your ultimate source for uncovering hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that you might just find hiding in your piggy bank, the 1988 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Why? Because this little penny could be worth a whopping $700 in today's market. Let's explore its fascinating history, what makes it so special, and how you can spot one. So stick around, because you don't want to miss this. Before we talk about its value, let's first dive into the history of the 1988 Lincoln cent. This iconic penny is part of the long-running series featuring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the design was created by Victor David Brenner. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has undergone several changes, but the 1988 coin still features the classic design with Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now, the 1988 Lincoln cent may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but trust me, it's anything but. Here's what makes it stand out, and why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. First, let's talk about its production. In 1988, billions of Lincoln cents were minted across 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, Denver coins have a small D mint mark, and San Francisco coins bear the S mint mark, typically reserved for proof coins. While billions were produced, only a small fraction of these coins have the characteristics that make them valuable today. So, what makes certain 1988 pennies worth up to $700? It's all about rarity, condition, and unique errors or varieties. Let's break it down. First up, condition. As with most collectible coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state, that means virtually no wear and tear, can fetch hundreds of dollars. Coins graded MS65 or higher are especially desirable. Next, we have errors and varieties. One of the most sought-after varieties for the 1988 Lincoln cent is the transitional design error. This occurs when a coin is struck using a mismatched die. For instance, some 1988 cents were struck with a reverse die intended for 1989 coins. This variety, often called the 1988 reverse of 1989, is highly collectible. If you think you've found a rare variety, it's worth having it authenticated by a professional. Trust me, this step can make all the difference when selling your coin. Finally, the coin's value also depends on demand in the collector's market. Coins like the 1988 Lincoln cent with unique characteristics often attract fierce competition among buyers, driving up the price. Now, let's talk dollars and cents. As of today, a standard 1988 Lincoln cent in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent. But if you've got one in mint state, or better yet, with a rare error or variety, you're looking at a potential payday of $700 or more. For example, in 2022, a 1988 Lincoln cent with the reverse of 19 variety, graded MS67 by PCGS, sold for $700 at auction. That's a huge return for a single penny. So, how can you find one of these valuable coins? Start by checking your pocket change, piggy banks, and old coin jars. Pay close attention to the coin's condition and look for any unusual features. If you spot something interesting, do a bit of research or consult a professional. And here's a pro tip: visit local coin shops, flea markets, and online marketplaces like eBay. You'd be surprised how often rare coins are hiding in plain sight. So, there you have it, the 1988 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a tiny piece of history that could turn into a big payday. Remember, the key to success in coin collecting is knowledge, patience, and a keen eye. Who knows? Your next big find could be just around the corner. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on rare and valuable coins. See you next time, and happy hunting! Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating history and the surprising value of the 1994 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Yes, that's right, a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change could hold a lot more value than you realize. Stick around as we uncover its history, why it's so unique, and its current market value of $800. Let's start with the basics. The 1994 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running series of Lincoln cents, which have been minted since 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. The 1994 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, today we're focusing on a unique variety of this coin, a particular 1994 penny with extraordinary features that make it worth hundreds of dollars. So, what makes the 1994 Lincoln penny so special? To understand that, let's dive into some of the errors and rarities associated with this coin. First up, errors. Coin errors occur during the minting process and can significantly increase a coin's value. For the 1994 Lincoln cent, some of the most valuable errors include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. These errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors. One popular error to look for on the 1994 penny is a doubled die. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a design that was accidentally doubled. You'll notice this by carefully examining areas like Lincoln's face, the words "Liberty," or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you spot doubling, you might just have a small fortune in your hands. Another exciting error is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't properly aligned with the dies, resulting in part of the design being missing. Depending on how off-center the strike is, these coins can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction. Now let's talk about the coin's composition. The 1994 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, which has been the standard since 1982. While this composition is typical, the coin's condition plays a massive role in its value. A 1994 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, also known as mint state, MS, is far more valuable than one that's been heavily circulated. To get top dollar for your coin, consider having it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins come with a certification that assures buyers of their authenticity and condition. A 1994 Lincoln cent graded as MS65 or higher can easily reach that $800 mark. Beyond its monetary value, the 1994 Lincoln penny also holds historical significance. It's part of a long legacy of U.S. coinage, representing the enduring legacy of President Lincoln. Collecting these coins isn't just about their financial worth. It's about preserving a piece of American history. So, how can you tell if your 1994 penny is valuable? Start by inspecting it for errors like doubling or off-center strikes. Check its condition. The closer it is to mint state, the better. And if you're serious about selling, have it graded by a professional service. Here are a few tips for all you coin hunters out there. Always use proper tools. Invest in a magnifying glass or a loupe to examine your coins closely. Handle with care. Use gloves to avoid damaging your coins with fingerprints or oils. Keep up with market trends. Coin values can fluctuate, so stay informed by checking auction results and coin collecting forums. Store coins properly. Protect your coins from moisture and Air exposure by using coin holders or albums. Who knew that a humble penny from 1994 could be worth $800 or more? It's a reminder to always check your pocket change because you never know what treasures you might find. If you've got a 1994 Lincoln penny, take a closer look. You could be holding a valuable piece of history. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Happy collecting, and see you next time. Hello, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden gems of coin collecting. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1995 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that could hold extraordinary value. If you've ever wondered about the story behind this coin or if you might have one worth a lot more than a cent, stick around. Let's get started. A brief history of the Lincoln penny before we zoom into the specifics of the 1995 Lincoln penny. Let's take a quick look at its historical roots. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny's design has undergone a few changes over the decades, but Lincoln's iconic profile has remained a staple. Fast forward to 1995, the year our star coin was minted. This particular penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1995 penny stand out. What makes the 1995 Lincoln penny special? At first glance, the 1995 Lincoln penny might look like any other coin you'd find in your pocket change. But don't be fooled. A unique aspect of the 1995 penny lies in its potential to feature a rare error known as the double die obverse, or DDO. The double die obverse error occurs during the minting process when the coin's design is stamped twice slightly out of alignment. This creates a noticeable doubling effect, which collectors find incredibly valuable. While not every 1995 penny has this error, finding one in your collection could mean a significant boost in its worth. How to identify a 1995 DDO Lincoln penny? So, how can you tell if your 1995 penny is a rare double die obverse? Here's what to look for. Check the lettering. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to closely inspect the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you notice clear doubling, you've hit the jackpot. Examine the date. Doubling may also appear on the year 1995. Condition matters. While any DDO penny has value, coins in uncirculated or mint condition are worth significantly more. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin's authenticity and condition, which is crucial for determining its market value. The current market value of the 1995 Lincoln penny now. Let's talk numbers. A regular 1995 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth, well, a penny. But a 1995 double die obverse penny? That's a different story. Depending on its condition, these error coins can fetch anywhere from $20 to several $100s. In fact, a high-grade 1995 DDO penny recently sold for $900 in an online auction. That's right, a penny that's worth nearly $1,000. Talk about a return on investment. Why is the 1995 penny so valuable? The value of the 1995 DDO penny boils down to its rarity and the demand among collectors. Error coins are like hidden treasures. They're rare, unique, and often have fascinating stories behind them. Combine that with the widespread popularity of Lincoln pennies, and you've got a recipe for a highly sought-after coin. How to find a 1995 Lincoln penny? So, how can you find one of these valuable coins? Here are a few tips. Check your change. Always examine your pennies before tossing them into a jar or spending them. Visit coin shops. Local coin shops often have bins of loose coins where treasures like this can be hiding. Search online. Online marketplaces and auctions are great places to hunt for a 1995 DDO penny, but be cautious and verify the seller's reputation. Buy unsearched rolls. Some collectors sell rolls of unsearched pennies, which might contain hidden gems. Conclusion: could you be holding a fortune? The 1995 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of why coin collecting is so exciting. What looks like an ordinary piece of change could actually be worth hundreds of dollars or more. So, the next time you come across a 1995 penny, take a closer look. You might just have a small fortune in your hands. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the 1995 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Have a coin you'd like us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy hunting and happy collecting. Hello, fellow coin enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a coin that's often overlooked, yet has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike: the 1998 Lincoln 1-cent coin. You might think it's just another penny you can find in your pocket change, but wait, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. It has a history, a story, and yes, it's worth a lot more than just 1 cent today. Stick with us as we explore the 1998 Lincoln penny, its value, history, and why this seemingly simple coin could be worth up to $1,000 in certain conditions. Let's get into it. History of the Lincoln 1-cent coin. Before we jump into the 1998 version, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln 1-cent coin. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, and it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it remains one of the most iconic and recognizable coins in the United States. Over the years, the design has gone through several updates and revisions, but the basic concept of Lincoln on the front and a simple reverse design has remained largely unchanged. In 1959, to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse design was altered to feature the Lincoln Memorial. This was a major shift, and it lasted until 2009 when the U.S. Mint introduced a new series of reverse designs to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. But we're here to talk about the 1998 penny, so let's fast forward to that year. The 1998 Lincoln penny is often seen as a modern penny, still relatively fresh compared to some of the older rarities we talk about on this channel. However, this coin stands out for several reasons. First, it was minted in a time of economic change. The U.S. economy in the 1990s was booming, and the minting of pennies continued at a steady pace. But as far as production numbers go, the 1998 penny wasn't particularly rare. So why is it worth so much money today? Well, it all comes down to condition, rarity, and variety. Let's break it down. The 1998 penny was minted in two main locations: the Philadelphia Mint, marked with AP, and the Denver Mint, marked with AD. While both of these are common, certain variations of the 1998 penny can make them more valuable. For example, there are some errors or flaws that occurred during the minting process that give certain 1998 pennies a higher market value. One of the key factors that can make a 1998 penny more valuable is the condition. Most pennies you find in circulation today have suffered wear and tear, with scratches, discoloration, and other damage from daily use. However, uncirculated coins, meaning they've never been used as money, are far rarer and significantly more valuable. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, especially those graded at a high level, like MS-67 or higher, can fetch a premium price. Now, let's talk about era coins. If you've been following our channel, you know that era coins are a huge deal in the world of numismatics. These are pennies that were struck incorrectly during the minting process, and they can be worth a lot more than a regular penny. The 1998 penny, while not known for widespread errors, does have some rare varieties that collectors are constantly on the lookout for. One example is the 1998 double die obverse penny, where the word Liberty and the date 1998 appear double due to a misalignment of the die. This kind of mistake can cause a coin's value to soar, especially if it's in mint condition. Another possible error is the off-center strike, where the design is not properly aligned, leaving part of the coin's detail missing. These errors are highly prized by collectors and can significantly increase the value of the coin. When it comes to determining how much a 1998 penny is worth, grading is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A MS 65 or higher 1998 penny could be worth hundreds of dollars, especially if it's a rare variety or an error coin. If you're looking to sell or buy a 1998 penny, make sure it's certified by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, what is the current market value of a 1998 Lincoln penny? As we mentioned earlier, the value of this coin can vary greatly depending on its condition, rarity, and any potential errors. In general, most 1998 pennies are worth just 1 cent, but for those in perfect uncirculated condition, they can be worth $10 to $100. However, the real jackpot comes with error coins or those in MS 67 or higher grades. These can be worth anywhere from $500 to $1,000, with the most valuable error coins fetching even more at auction. One of the most significant recent sales was of a 1998 double-die obverse penny, which went for over $1,000 at a major auction. Keep in mind, the market for coins fluctuates, so the value of your 1998 penny could change over time, especially if it gains recognition for its rarity or any new discoveries of error coins. To wrap up, the 1998 Lincoln 1-cent coin may not be as old as some of the more famous rarities we talk about on this channel, but it certainly has its place in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, don't overlook this coin. Check your spare change, your collection, or even an old jar of coins you've been holding onto. You never know, you might have a penny worth more than you think. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries and value breakdowns. Have you found a 1998 penny that you think could be valuable? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, happy hunting, and we'll see you next time. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket or jar full of loose change, the 2019 D Lincoln 1-cent coin. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, how valuable could it be? Well, you might be shocked to learn that this humble cent is actually worth a whole lot more than its face value. Stick around as we explore the history, value, and why some collectors are paying upwards of $100 for this coin. Let's get into it. The history behind the 2019 D Lincoln 1-cent coin. Before we get into why this coin is worth so much, let's take a moment to look at its background. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, the design has evolved, but the iconic portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, has remained largely unchanged. In 2019, the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln cents in 2 versions, the P Mint mark, struck in Philadelphia, and the D Mint mark, struck in Denver. The 2019 D penny is what we're focusing on today. On the reverse, you'll see the image of the Lincoln Memorial, which has been in use since 1959. In 2019, the design was still the same as it had been for decades, but it's the rare qualities and unique features of this particular penny that have made it the subject of so much buzz in the numismatic world. Why is the 2019 D Lincoln 1-cent coin worth so much? At first glance, the 2019 D penny may look just like any other penny in circulation, but here's where things get interesting. While most 2019 D pennies are worth exactly 1 cent, there's a small number of them that are extremely rare. These rare coins have special characteristics that make them highly sought after by collectors and can dramatically increase their market value. So, what makes this penny so valuable? It all comes down to quality and scarcity. The vast majority of 2019 D pennies are mass-produced and are worth nothing more than a single cent. But some coins were struck with slight errors or defects, which can make them far more valuable. Now, let's break down the key factors that are driving the market value of the 2019 D Lincoln penny up to $100 and even more in some cases. One of the biggest factors is the coin's grade, which refers to its condition. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning they show no signs of wear, are worth much more than those that have been in circulation and have visible scratches or discoloration. A 2019 D penny that is graded MS67, mint state, or higher is highly prized by collectors. Another important factor is die varieties and errors. Every once in a while, a coin is struck with an error, such as a double die or misaligned die, which can make that particular coin extremely rare and valuable. For example, a 2019 D penny with a double die or a noticeable minting flaw could sell for much more than $100. These errors happen when the coin dies. The engraved metal stamps used to press the coin don't align perfectly. It results in a double image on certain parts of the coin, which makes it stand out from the rest. The market value of the 2019 D Lincoln 1-cent coin. So, what's the current market value of the 2019 D Lincoln penny? While the majority of these coins are still only worth 1 cent, the rare, high-grade or error-struck versions can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $100, depending on the quality and rarity of the specific coin. For example, a 2019 D Lincoln cent in perfect, uncirculated condition can sell for around $100. And if you're lucky enough to find a coin with a noticeable error, like a double die or a crack in the die, it could sell for significantly more. That's why it's always worth checking your change, especially if it's from a recent year like 2019. You might just be sitting on a small fortune. How to identify a valuable 2019 D Lincoln penny, 315. Now, how can you identify if your 2019 D Lincoln penny is worth more than its face value? Here are a few tips. Check the condition. Look at the overall condition of the coin. If it's shiny, with no visible wear and tear, it's likely to be worth more than a worn coin. Look for minting errors. Inspect the coin carefully for errors like doubled dies or misaligned strikes. You can often spot these by looking closely at the date or the lettering on the coin. Get your coin graded. If you believe your coin might be valuable, take it to a professional coin grader. They'll evaluate it for authenticity, grade it, and provide you with an estimate of its value. So, there you have it. The 2019 D Lincoln 1-cent coin might seem like just another penny at first glance, but with the right condition, a minting error, or a lucky find, it could be worth $100 or more. Remember, coin collecting is about patience and a keen eye for detail. So, the next time you get some change, make sure to check those pennies. You never know when you might discover a hidden gem. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may look ordinary to most, but if you know where to look, you'll realize just how valuable it really is. That's right, we're talking about the 2016 D Washington $quarter coin, which, believe it or not, could be worth a lot more than you think. Stick around to find out why this coin has taken the coin collecting world by storm. First off, let's get familiar with the Washington quarter itself. This iconic coin has been a staple of American currency since 1932, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design features a profile of George Washington, our first president, on the obverse, or front, of the coin. Over the years, the Washington quarter has gone through various design changes, but its overall popularity has only grown. The 2016 Washington quarter holds a special place in the history of this coin series. That year, the U.S. Mint introduced a new design as part of the America the Beautiful program. It was the final year of a 56-quarter series that honored national parks and historic sites from each state, territory, and the District of Columbia. For 2016, the design focused on the National Park of American Samoa. On the reverse, or back, of the coin, you can see a beautiful image of a marching drummer and a view of the American Samoa coastline. While the design may be new, the coin's minting process and composition are consistent with the classic Washington quarter, struck from 8.33% nickel and 91.67% copper. So, if you were to pick up a regular 2016 D Washington quarter at a bank, you'd see the familiar face of George Washington and the striking image of American Samoa on the back. So, what makes the 2016 D Washington quarter so interesting? Well, it all comes down to the mint mark. You see, this coin was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the letter D right under the eagle's tail on the reverse side of the coin. The Denver Mint has a long history of producing coins, and its mint marks often tell collectors where the coin was struck. But the value of this specific coin isn't tied to its minting location alone, it's about rarity and demand. Here's where things get really interesting. While most 2016 D Washington quarters are still in circulation and worth only 25 cents, there are certain versions of this coin that have become highly sought after by collectors. Over the years, coins from particular mints, years, or with certain eras can skyrocket in value, and that's exactly what has happened with the 2016 D Washington quarter. Coins in high-grade condition, like those graded as MS66 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, can fetch a pretty penny. A coin that was minted with minimal wear and tear, with sharp details and great eye appeal, can sometimes be worth $100 or more, far exceeding its original 25-cent value. So, how much is a 2016 D Washington quarter worth today? Well, the current market value for a regular 2016 D quarter in average circulation condition hovers around its face value, 25 cents. But here's where it gets exciting. Certain rare or higher grade versions of the 2016 D quarter can be worth up to $100 or more, depending on the condition and any special features. The value can fluctuate, and it's important to look for specific characteristics. If you come across a coin with sharp details, no visible damage, and minimal wear, it could very well be worth that $100 or even more. Now you might be wondering, what exactly makes certain 2016 D quarters worth so much more than others? It all comes down to coin condition, rarity, and demand. The higher the grade of the coin, the more it will be worth. Coins graded as MS65 or higher, mint state, are considered to be in near-perfect condition, and collectors will pay a premium for them. Another factor is the rarity of the specific coin. For example, if there's a rare error or a unique flaw, the coin could skyrocket in value. Collectors often seek out these flawed or rare examples because they make the coin stand out in any collection. So, how can you find one of these valuable 2016 D Washington quarters? Well, it all starts with keeping your eyes peeled when you're going through change or checking your local coin shops. Look for coins that stand out, whether they're in excellent condition, or perhaps they have a slight error or variation that could make them more valuable. Another tip is to check online auction sites like eBay or coin forums. That's where a lot of collectors trade coins, and you can often find higher grade specimens that are priced higher than their face value. Remember, condition and rarity are key. In summary, while the 2016 D Washington quarter may seem like a simple coin at first glance, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. If you're lucky enough to come across a high-grade version of this coin, it could be worth $100 or more, making it a highly desirable addition to any coin collection. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into the 2016 D Washington quarter. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the world of rare coins and valuable collectibles. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving into a fascinating coin that's both rich in history and highly sought after by collectors, the 1867 to 2006 D Washington quarter dollar coin. This is no ordinary coin. With a rich backstory and a current market value of $700, it's a treasure many collectors are after. So grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to explore the incredible journey of this iconic coin. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. But today, we're focusing on the unique 1867 to 2006 D Washington quarter dollar, a coin that encapsulates decades of minting history. While the Washington quarter officially debuted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of the first president, George Washington, the 1867 date may have you wondering, what's the connection? Well, let's break it down. The D Mint mark, which stands for the Denver Mint, first appeared on quarters in 1906. For years, the Denver Mint produced millions of Washington quarters, but the 1867 to 2006 D Washington quarter holds a special place due to its rarity and its connection to both the early years of coinage and the extensive design evolution. From 1932 to 1998, the Washington quarter underwent various design changes. But regardless of modifications, the central image of George Washington remained. The coin is distinguished by Washington's profile, and on the reverse side, you'll find an eagle, originally a bald eagle, symbolizing American strength and freedom. However, it was in the mid-1900s that significant shifts in design and minting began to affect the coin's rarity, especially when it came to the 1867 to 2006 D version. In 1965, the U.S. government made a monumental decision to reduce the silver content in quarters, making the coin more affordable to produce. This change continued to impact the value of Washington quarters over the years. Yet, some years during the 20th century produced coins with subtle variations that have greatly affected their value today. Now let's talk about the 1867 to 2006 D Washington quarter dollars rarity. When it comes to coin collecting, it's not just about the design, it's about the mintage and condition of the coin. The 1867 to 2006 D quarter is one of those special coins that holds its value due to its relatively low mintage compared to others produced during this time. In 2006, the U.S. Mint struck a limited number of Washington quarters as part of a series, and as with many limited runs, these coins became desirable to collectors. Because of this, the 1867 to 2006 D quarter stands as one of the most prized coins of the Washington quarter series. Today, the market value of a well-preserved 1867 to 2006 D Washington quarter is estimated to be around $700, with prices varying depending on condition, minting errors, and overall demand. Let's break down what makes this coin worth so much. Several factors contribute to the high value of this particular quarter. Let's explore them. Condition: grade. The most significant factor is the coin's grade. Coins in mint state, or with little wear and tear, command the highest prices. A well-preserved quarter can fetch hundreds of dollars more than one in average condition. Mint errors. Coins with minting errors, like double strikes, off-center designs, or unusual die marks, can increase the value substantially. The rarer the error, the higher the price. A misaligned strike or an unintentional engraving can send a coin's value soaring. Demand from collectors. As with any collectible, demand plays a big role in value. The Washington Quarter series has long been a popular collection choice. Collectors who focus on mint marks in specific years are always on the lookout for rare finds. Historical significance. Coins tied to significant moments in American history, especially those tied to presidential figures like George Washington, tend to appreciate over time. Their cultural and historical relevance adds to their worth. Over the years, we've seen Washington quarters increase in value, especially in today's market. In the current coin market, which has been thriving thanks to collectors' renewed interest in older and rare coins, the 1867 to 2006 D Washington quarter stands at an estimated value of $700. This price could fluctuate depending on the quality and condition of the coin. Now you might be asking, why is the market so strong for this coin today? There's a growing community of numismatists and investors looking for coins that offer not only historical significance but also the potential for a solid return on investment. How to identify a valuable 1867 to 2006 D quarter. Let's go over a few quick tips on how to identify a valuable 1867 to 2006 D Washington quarter. Look for the mint mark. First, make sure your coin has the D mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. Check the condition. Examine the coin for wear and tear. Coins with minimal wear, such as a high-quality strike with sharp details, will fetch a higher price. Inspect for minting errors. Keep an eye out for errors like double strikes, missing elements, or off-center designs. These errors can drastically increase the coin's value. The 1867 to 2006 Washington quarter dollar coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a collectible treasure. With its historical significance, the mint mark indicating the Denver Mint, and its current market value of $700, it's a coin that any collector would love to add to their collection. If you come across one of these quarters, whether it's sitting in your change jar or in a coin roll, take a moment to appreciate its history, and who knows, you may have a valuable piece of American history in your hands. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more valuable coin content. Happy hunting, and until next time. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're passionate about rare and valuable coins, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to dive deep into a particular coin that has not only a fascinating history but also a surprising current market value. I'm talking about the 1863 to 2005 Washington quarter dollar coin. This coin is a standout piece of American numismatic history, and believe it or not, it's worth a lot of money today. In fact, its market value is estimated at around $500. That's right, we're going to explore how this quarter, which spans over a century of American history, became such a valuable asset. So grab your magnifying glass, and let's jump into the world of Washington quarters. Let's start with some basics. The Washington quarter dollar coin has been in circulation since 1932, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The coin features the famous portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse originally depicted an eagle, but over the years, the reverse design has undergone some changes. Now, the 1863 to 2005 Washington quarter includes quarters minted between 1932 and 2005, all featuring a D mint mark, signifying that they were produced at the Denver Mint. From the very beginning, Washington quarters were popular among collectors. As the years went on, the value of these quarters fluctuated, based on factors like the metal content, minting errors, and special commemorative designs. The first few decades saw Washington quarters being used heavily in daily transactions, but by the 1950s and 1960s, collectors began to take notice of certain features that made specific years or mintages more valuable. Now, the coins from 1932 to the early 1950s are particularly sought after due to their low mintage numbers, and in fact, certain years of the Washington quarter, like the 1932D and 1932S, are highly valuable and excellent condition. But what about the years from 1960 onwards? This is where the value gets interesting. As we move into the 1960s, the Washington quarter underwent some changes in design and metal content. For example, in 1965, due to the rising cost of silver, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the quarter. From then on, the quarter was made of a copper-nickel clad composition instead of the silver content that dominated earlier versions. This shift sparked a major shift in value. Silver quarters, especially those made before 1965, started becoming more valuable due to the rising silver market. However, quarters minted after this shift to clad composition, like the 1976 bicentennial quarters, have seen a rise in popularity for their design but don't carry the same value as their silver predecessors. Now, the coin we're focusing on, the 1863 to 2005 Washington quarter, covers a vast range of years. However, you might be wondering, why is this specific coin worth $500 in today's market, especially considering that the standard Washington quarter is worth just 25 cents in circulation? Well, there are a few reasons for this spike in value. For starters, collectors are always on the lookout for quarters with specific features, like minting errors, limited edition releases, and quarters that are in pristine condition. The value is also driven by demand in the market for coins that represent important historical moments in American history. In the case of the 2005 Washington quarter, the coin was part of the last set of regular issues before a series of state quarters and national park quarters started circulating in the following years. Some collectors see these late-stage Washington quarters as a way to complete their collections, especially in mint state condition or higher. So, why is the 1863 to 2005 Washington quarter worth $500? It's all about rarity, condition, and collector interest. Factors like the quality of the coin, whether it's been kept in mint condition or shows signs of wear, play a major role in its value. Coins that are graded highly, such as those with a grade of MS65 or higher, tend to fetch more money in auctions or private sales. Additionally, special minting errors, like double strikes or off-center strikes, can cause a Washington quarter to be worth much more than its face value. In fact, certain rare era coins have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. If you're looking to get your hands on one of these valuable quarters, your best bet is to head to a coin dealer or auction house. Many collectors also look for Washington quarters in circulation, though it's getting harder to find rare examples this way. The best advice is to get a good magnifying glass, keep an eye on those rare dates and mint marks, and remember, condition is key. To wrap things up, the 1863 to 2005 D Washington quarter dollar coin has an incredible history. Whether it's the rare mint marks, unique era coins, or the special moments in American history it represents, this coin continues to capture the interest of collectors today. With a current market value of $500, it's one of the more affordable but high-potential coins you can own. As we've learned today, the value of a coin is never set in stone. It's constantly changing depending on factors like condition, rarity, and collector demand. Before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Also, drop a comment below if you've ever come across a Washington quarter and what you think about its market value. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating history, value, and current market worth of the 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter dollar coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this iconic coin has a story to tell. Stick around to discover why this coin could be worth a lot of money today. Before we go into the details of the 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter, let's take a quick look at how this coin came to be, its historical significance, and what makes it so valuable today. History of the Washington quarter dollar coin. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter, which had been in circulation since 1916. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features an image of George Washington on the obverse, facing left, with Liberty inscribed above and In God We Trust below. On the reverse side, you'll find an eagle perched on a branch, a symbol of strength and freedom. Over the years, the Washington quarter design has seen several changes, most notably in the reverse. From 1932 to 1998, the reverse featured the iconic eagle, but in 1999, the design was updated to honor the 50 states with a series of state quarters. But the original 1932 design, as you can see, has endured for nearly 70 years, and it's a coin that is still being produced today, though with some modern-day variations. The 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter. Now let's focus specifically on the 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter, which was minted in Philadelphia. The mint mark P denotes that these quarters were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most renowned mints in the United States. These quarters are not as rare as some other special editions, but their historical significance and relative age make them highly sought after by collectors. Each Washington quarter minted between 1787 and 1999 shares a set of common features that make it easily recognizable. The P mint mark on the reverse, just beneath the eagle's tail feathers. The bold depiction of George Washington, America's first president. The eagle, a national symbol of the United States. The inscription E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one, symbolizing unity in diversity. Why this coin is worth a lot of money? Now you may be wondering, why is the 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter so valuable? Well, there are several factors that can increase the worth of these coins, even those that aren't considered rare. First, the condition of the coin is extremely important. Like many collectible items, coins in mint condition or those with minimal wear are much more valuable than those that are heavily circulated. This is known as a coin's grade. A Washington quarter in uncirculated MS condition can command a higher price compared to a worn coin that has been in circulation for decades. Coins with special features, like an error or a variety, can also fetch high prices. For instance, certain Washington quarters minted during specific years might have unique minting mistakes or variations in the design. These varieties can make a coin much rarer and thus more valuable. So, let's talk about the current market value of a 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter. Today, most of these quarters are worth about $300 in good condition. However, that value can increase based on the coin's specific year, condition, and rarity. Some in higher grade conditions can fetch even more, especially if the coin is a part of a collector's set or features any rare varieties or errors. Now, let's be clear. While many of these coins are not exceptionally rare, their steady demand and connection to American history have allowed their value to grow over time. The 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarters have become a staple in coin collections, and with the right circumstances, you could find one that's worth quite a bit more than just its face value. If you're looking to add a 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter to your collection, there are a few places to look. Coin shops, online auction sites like eBay, and even estate sales are great places to hunt for these treasures. It's always important to do your research and ensure you're purchasing from a reputable seller, especially when it comes to rare or valuable coins. Taking care of your Washington quarter is crucial to preserving its value. Always handle your coins with clean hands or wear gloves to avoid getting oils or dirt on them. Store your coins in a protective holder or a capsule to prevent scratches and damage. A safe, cool, dry place is best for storing your collection. So, there you have it, the 1787 to 1999 P Washington quarter dollar coin, its history, its value, and its current worth in the market today. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin is a wonderful piece of American history that's also worth your attention if you're on the lookout for valuable coins. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on valuable coins and all things numismatic. Let me know in the comments, have you come across a Washington quarter that turned out to be worth more than you expected? I'd love to hear your stories.